Yeah.
So I think something that is very important to mention about this, because I'm sure people listening to this might have this question, is that once you go and decide to move forward with this, you need to choose a discount. So an advice I will give you is make it a no-brainer, right? Don't go very low ball and do only 5% or something like that, because you need to make it an impulse buy, right? You need to make it's already in the car, and why will I stop watching a series or a movie and because you send me a coupon to buy now? I need something that make me stop and think and take action. So I would say, at least when we do this for clients, we do at least 20% to be very aggressive. Something that you can do though, you can limit the amount of budget on this campaign, because I know some clients will say, yeah, what if I do 20%? These 10,000 people, for some reason, that it's difficult that it could happen. But imagine that all the 10,000 people want to buy, you get out of stock suddenly. So you also want to put a limiter, and Amazon allows you to do that. You can put a budget. And usually when it comes to budget, a good way of calculating, because I'm sure people may ask, okay, what budget usually I should use for my campaigns? I will take the average value of your brand or your product. I will multiply times the discount you wanna do. So let's say your average price is $30. You wanna multiply that times 10%. Then you wanna multiply times the number of customers that Amazon is telling you. Let's say 100,000 to make math simple in terms of zero. So you have 10 times 10% times 100,000. And then you also need to multiply the redemption. How many people are going to redeem it? Based on my experience, the normal percentage between 5 and 10%. Okay. 5 and 10% of these people are going to redeem it. So usually, to be safe, you put 5%. So with my numbers, 30 times 10% times 100,000 times 5%, that means you need a budget of around 15,000. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's usually how you want to calculate it, because if you go short on budget and then let's say you say, okay, I'm just gonna put $500 or 1,000, you may hit that limit very fast, and suddenly all the potential is wasted because you didn't put enough limiter to let the campaign run long enough, right? So I just wanted to mention this on the podcast, because I know this is something that people sometimes do a mistake. And don't worry about putting sometimes a budget too small, actually too big, because you can always go in and edit it after 6 hours the campaign goes live. So you can always then go back, increase the budget, reduce it, or kill it, just very similar as you do with vouchers. So just
Mhm.
wanted to bring that forward. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's very important point. So there is something about discount. Also, be careful because some people are very smart. They may add hundreds and hundreds of pieces of your product to the
Yes.
cart, all for the intention to be targeted by this new campaign. And
Yeah.
of course, this campaign does not have any limitations on the quantity. It's whatever is in the cart.
Yeah.
So at that point, if you offer like 30%, 40%, 50%, by the way, the maximum is apparently 50%. Minimum is
Yes.
10,
Yeah.
maximum 50%. So let's say that you are being so generous and you're looking at the numbers, oh my God, if I get 30% of these people, so you
Yeah.
offer really, and you may have good margins or you may have too much stock, whatever, then somebody may end up becoming a reseller on the very listing you are selling.
He basically is gonna hijack your listing. Yeah. I
Exactly.
know.
So be careful with the quantities and be careful with the discount rates. So I agree with you. It has to be no brainer. People, if you offer 5%, nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
But
And
it has to be a reasonable number.
yeah, and you can also limit, you can also limit the coupon to only one person. So make sure you mention you tick that box. And another thing that's very important, I saw people doing this mistake, is make sure that you don't have other promotions going on, because this can be stacked. I had a client that he did a tailor. He forgot he had another 10 coupon going on. He also got some multiple purchases coupon, and there were people who were combining all of them, and some people were getting the pro for cents on the dollar, right? So make sure you take that into consideration, because they can be stacked. They are not exclusive. and people can combine all of them at checkout, which can be very dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember in a movie, this person has like a $1,900. That's what the bill came to, and it's a
Wow.
cash register. It's a big market.
Yeah.
$1,900, a lot of cards, and then she brings out these coupons. She ends up paying something like $98. The rest was all coupons. So you don't want that to happen to you. So on this brand card abandoners, so that's what they call it, brand card
Okay.
abandoners. There is the limit for redemption per customer is set to 1, but that
Yeah.
budget is an interesting one. So budget is basically how much do you want to give away in
Exactly.
total discounts? That's what that is.
That's
So
correct.
you just have to be careful how much you are offering, and of course, when you see the number of customers you have, that's a good thing, but you don't know what they purchase from you, right? You don't know the item, you don't know the price, you don't know anything. So if you are selling items that are at different price points, you're not going to really know. So something definitely take into account. If most of your items are similar price points, then it's easy. You know what this means.